mother of Jesus Christ, was a young girl, probably about 12 or 13 years old, when the angel Gabriel came to her. She had recently become engaged to a carpenter named Joseph. Mary was an ordinary Jewish girl looking forward to her marriage. Suddenly, her life changed forever. Fearful and troubled, Mary found herself in the presence of the angel Gabriel listening to his announcement. She had never expected to hear the most incredible news, that she would have a child and her son would be the Messiah. Mary responded to God with humble belief and obedience. God knew that Mary was a woman of rare strength. She was the only human being to be with Jesus throughout his entire life, from birth until death. Mary gave birth to Jesus as her baby and watched him die as her savior. When the angel appeared and told her that the baby would be God's son, Mary replied, "I am the Lord's servant. May it be to me as you have said." God looks at our obedience and trust, typically not the qualifications that humans consider important. God will often choose the most unlikely candidates to serve him. Mary was willing to submit her own life to God's plan, no matter what it would cost her. Being chosen by God for a high calling requires total commitment and a willingness to sacrifice everything out of love and devotion to one Savior. Mary is a central figure in the Catholic faith, and her life illustrates how our Almighty Father works in our lives. Mary came from a simple background, and yet she was called by God to fulfill an extraordinary role, that of becoming the mother of Jesus Christ. Despite the hardships she had to go through, Mary became an instrument of faith and stayed committed in her role of bringing to life God's promised Son. Am I, like Mary, willing to accept God's plan no matter the cost? Can I go a step further and rejoice in that plan as Mary did, knowing it will cost me dearly? This is the question we should reflect upon. Let us all respond to God with humble belief and obedience. Thank you.